I mean, for me, I can't say like I'm not really into like the older woman
girls?
thing. Yeah, I'm not really into that kind of thing, but I mean, there are definitely a lot of guys who are like into that kind of thing. So I mean,
What do you think is the attraction point?
you know what? I think it's just like when you see, I guess, older women and you see like women your age, there's like that difference in maturity and like I guess they know more.
They know more.
Right. So I mean, I think that's what really attracts the guys. But yeah, for me, that's not my kind of thing. But for the guys out there,
you prefer
like,
your girls younger?
not younger,
but
I mean,
around the same age.
right, around the same. They can be like a little older, like.
But you know, I mean, I don't know. For me personally, I really don't think age has a lot to do with it because, for example, you know, someone could be 2 years older than you, but they could be like 10 years more mature than you are.
Right.
You know, it kind of depends on how you've lived, your experiences, and what you've gone through. So, I mean, someone could be younger than you, but they could still be a lot more mature than you.
Right. But if they're too young, that's a little. Yeah.
Right. So I guess you didn't really have any sort of crush on an older girl before then.
Oh, you know what? I'm not. I mean,
I'm making you like bare all here.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, you know, long time ago, like, I crushes on, like, older girls, women, but, like, you know, right now, like, I'm not really into that kind of thing. Yeah, I'm just, like, if they're my age, maybe, like, a little older, a little younger, like, it's not that much of a problem.
Okay, so someone near your age range.
Right.
Okay.
Someone who's, like, 10 years older than me, like, no, that's not happening.
Well, I don't know if this woman is 10 years older or 20 years older or just 2 years older.
Right.
We don't know, but definitely I think there are a lot of guys who are really interested or into older women because they feel like they're taken care of.
Right.
I think a lot of guys like that.
Yeah, like, for me, not for me, but, I mean, for, guys, there's definitely, like, this thing with, girls, when they meet a girl, like, kind of like, the girl has to have motherly instincts towards the guy. I mean, I know there's that saying where, I mean, like, guys look for girls who are, like their mothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean...
Just like girls look for guys that are like their dads.
Right. So, I mean, there's definitely, like, motherly instinct.
Yeah, I think that does play a factor. Now, the next part, it shows, like, this pure-hearted love of the male, I guess, the person that's singing the song.
Right.
So the lyrics goes, 누나가 누굴 만나든지 누굴 만나 뭘 하든지 난 그냥 기다릴 뿐. 누난 내 여자니까 너는 내 여자니까.
Right.
And I think you have to kind of understand Korean culture and the Korean language here because Koreans don't call older people no.
Right.
We only call our friends no. That means you, right?
Right.
So whoever you meet, whatever you do with this person that you meet, probably a guy, I'm just waiting for you because 누나, you're my woman, and that emphasis is on no. So, you know, he's thinking that she's kind of on the same level with him.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
So definitely, you know, I mean, I think that's the killer part. I think a lot of older girls, when they listen to this song, they're like, "Oh, he called me no."
Right.
Right. So definitely something. I don't know. I mean, I guess this guy, he sounds like he's a very mature guy because he's like, I'll forgive everything that you've done so far. You know, you might have dated other guys, but it doesn't matter for me. I'm just waiting for you.
Right.
Yeah. So. I don't know. Do you think you'll be a guy like that? Do you think you can kind of look over if let's say your girlfriend in the future had a lot of boyfriends? Do you think you can look that over?
That's a hard question, you know?
I think for guys, that's really difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about girls, but, like, for guys, there's definitely, like, this thing where, like, I have to be, like, superior to, like, all the boyfriends that you've had before. So, I mean... If a girl has had a lot of boyfriends in the past before me, I mean, if I love her enough, you know, I'll forget about it.
You'll forget about it.
Yeah.
My advice is just don't ask. I think it's better if you don't know about it.
Right.
But if you know about it, it's gonna keep coming back to you, and you'll think about it. So just don't ask.
Right.
And if you do know about it, you know, I think for girls it's very different because I heard I heard this before, but I think it's kind of true. For guys, I heard that like their first love is the person that they'll always remember, whether they're married or, 10, 20, 30 years down the road.
Right.
They'll remember that first love as a really good memory. So that's that. But for girls, I heard that with every new boyfriend, the old boyfriend is forgotten. So the current person is the only person that they really care about.
Right.
Yeah, so I think for guys, definitely, I think you can look it over. I think it's okay because I don't think the girl will go back and think about her first love and be like, oh, this boyfriend, isn't as good looking as my first love or, stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm curious, I know you are married. Did you ever wonder how many girls your husband dated before he met you?
Of course, everyone does. And, I actually asked him.
You asked
and
him.
he told me about all his girlfriends. But, we didn't, I mean, he's married. What is he going to do now, right?
That's true. He's married.
Right. So he even told me the other day, he works in Yeouido, and he was walking, I think he was just crossing a road or something, and he actually ran into one of his exes there.
Wow.
And he told me about it. I was like, oh, really? Did you say hi? I was like, no. Yeah, but we're kind of cool with that. We don't really, I mean, I trust him and I think he trusts me, so we don't really have any problems sharing stuff like that.
Right,
yeah. Right. Now, the highlight of the song is 너라고 부를게, 뭐라고 하든지 남자로 느끼도록 꽉 안아줄게, 너라고 부를게, 뭐라고 하든 상관없어요, 놀라지 말아요, 알고 보면 여린 여자라니까. So he's saying again, I'll call you, 너라고 부를게.
Right.
So whatever you say, I'll hug you so hard that, you can see that I'm a man, not a boy.
Right.
And I'll call you. I don't really care what you say. Don't be surprised, when I hug you, I know that you're kind of a delicate sort of person inside. So he's saying that. So I think a lot of girls, when they hear this, are like, So this boy is no longer a boy. He's kind of become a man.
Right.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. 'Cause, I mean, for me, if I, let's just say, if I like the Nuna, I would definitely be a little scared to approach. I wouldn't be all manly about it.
That's where it kind of gets sad because so in the second verse he says 이러면 안 되는 거 알아요? 좋아하니까 누난 내 여자니까 너는 내 여자니까 내게 미쳤으니까 미안해하지 마 난 행복하니까 널 바라만 봐도 난 눈물이 흘러. So he's saying that I know I'm not supposed to feel this way towards you, but I still like you. You're my woman. I'm crazy about you. But he knows that this will not come true because he says, don't be sorry for me or don't feel sorry for me. I'm happy, but still tears start flowing whenever I think about you or if I just look at you.
Right.
So he knows that it's not going to work out between them.
Right.
Yeah, so it's so sad.
Would you say he's maybe a little obsessed with the girl a little bit too much?
Yeah, I think he's a little obsessed with the girl. But, I can kind of understand this because I've heard so much about guys kind of fantasizing and obsessing about these older girls. It's kind of their fantasy sort of perfect girl that lives next door.
Right.
Yeah, so I can understand this, but he has everything I think in him to make him a mature guy that can really care for his girlfriend. So, for my advice after listening to this song is if there is an older girl that you like, I think you should just go for it.
Oh.
Don't hold yourself back. Just go for it.
Be a man. Step up.
Yeah.
All right. Lots of catch from our first catch song, 이승기's 내 여자라니까. Is there anything else you want to say about the song?
This song actually, you might be surprised to hear this, but it was written by Gangnam Style Psy.
Really?
Can you imagine him writing this sort of song?
That's kind of...
Yeah, so he's good at both the dance genre as well as these, sappy love songs as well.
Right. And I think we spent a lot of time on our first song, but we have another song to catch today. What is our second song for today?
Okay, so we're going to have to make this quick here, but the second song is the trot song that I talked about.
Right.
It's called 땡벌.
땡벌. I wonder what the meaning of the song is. Let's listen to it first before we catch the lyrics. The next song we have is 땡벌 by 강진.
사람 아 당신은 철없는 사람 아무리 달래봐도 어쩔 순 없지만 마음 하나는 괜찮은 사람 오늘은 들고 와 또 내일은 잠이고 치근 대다가 잠이 들겠지 난 이제 지쳤어요 땡벌 기다리다 지쳤어요 땡벌 혼자서는 이 밤이 너무너무 추워요 당신은 못 말리는 땡벌 당신은 날 울리는 땡벌 혼자서는 이 밤이 너무너무 길어요 당신은 야속한 사람 당신은 모를 사람 믿다가도 돌아서면 마음에 걸리는 마음 하나는 따뜻한 사람 바람에 맴돌다 또 맴돌다 어딘가 기웃대다가 잠이 들겠지 난 이제 지쳤어요 땡벌 기다리다 지쳤어요 땡벌 혼자서는 이 밤이 너무너무 추워요 당신은 못 말리는 땡벌 당신은 날 울리는 땡벌 혼자서는 이 밤이 너무너무 길어요 당신을 사랑해요 땡벌 당신을 좋아해요 땡벌 믿지만 당신을 너무너무 사랑해
Hey everyone, the song we just heard was 땡벌 by Kangjin. And I actually heard this song in a movie with Jo In-sung.
Yeah.
I think the movie's title was 비열한 거리. I think that's right.
Yeah.
It comes out, I think, when he's like driving in a car and like he sings along to it. I think this song.
Right. He was a gangster in that movie, right?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
I think the English title for the movie is A Dirty Carnival. And you're right, the movie or the song was in the movie. And he was in a drama recently, That Winter the Wind Blows.
Right.
And the song was actually, he didn't sing it, but some of the other characters in the movie actually sang the song while they were in a singing room. So I think this movie or this song is kind of tied to Choi In-sung, or makes people think about him. But yeah, so it's a little different from Shabang Shabang.
Right.
It's a little bit more, I don't know. I mean, if Shabang Shabang was really cute and kind of bouncy, this one's a little bit more
old school.
Yeah,
right.
definitely, right. So this song, it's a really popular song here in Korea. Everyone knows this song.
Right.
And it's definitely probably one of the most popular trot songs in Korea.
Right.
Okay, so let's take a look at the lyrics. I think a lot of our listeners probably noticed that the word 땡벌 comes out a lot in the lyrics.
Right. Can you explain to us what
Yeah.
means?
So 땡벌, I actually had to look this up myself because I didn't know what they were talking about.
Right.
It's actually a type of, it's a big bee, so like a wasp
like
or
a
a
wasp.
hornet.
Oh.
Yeah, and these wasps, I think they have the tendency, instead of building their nests in trees,
Right.
they kind of build their hives near homes. So
Right.
you might have seen it, under your roof, maybe. You might have seen these wasp nests. So if you touch it, it's a little dangerous. I know a lot of people are allergic, so it's very dangerous. So, I mean, you could probably call it a wasp or a big bee, or I don't know, maybe because it's scary bee. Maybe. I don't know, house bee because it lives near homes. Right, but taking a look at the lyrics, it goes, 당신은 야속한 사람. 사람. 아, 당신은 모를 사람. 밉다가도 돌아서면 마음에 걸리는 마음 하나는 따뜻한 사람. So he's saying, oh, you're a heartless woman. I can never figure you out. I hate you, but when I turn around, I can't help thinking about you because I know